Let's talk a little bit about circles. You know what circles are? Circles are round. What defines it as a circle and makes it a circle is that all the points on the edge of the circle are exactly the same distance from this point in the center. That makes it a perfect round circle. And a circle has a lot of vocabulary words that go with it. First, we've got a central angle. A central angle is just an angle that has its vertex in the center of the circle. So this right here would be our central angle right here. So we could name that with the angle symbol. We could name it angle POB or angle BOP. Remember, you just have to put the vertex in the center. So that would be the angle BOP. Next, we have a chord. A chord is a line segment that goes from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle. It doesn't have to be in any certain place. So chords can be different lengths. But this one, it touches one side of the circle and touches the other side of the circle. So that would be chord CD. Next, we have radius or radii. That's one of those weird words that has a funky plural. So if you see more than one radius, it will be called radii. So you could see that word somewhere. I wanted you to know what it was. But it's just a radius, the plural form of a radius. So a radius starts at the center and goes to the side. So it has to start in the center. It can be anywhere. It could be there. It could be go down this way. It could be this one from here over to here. It could be this one. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. It could be this one from O over to B. It could be this one from O over to P. It has to start at the center. And it's a line segment that goes from the center to the side. So that would be radius AO. Next, diameter. Now, a diameter is twice as big as a radius. So a diameter goes from one side of the circle all the way to the other side, and it goes through the center. A diameter has to go through the center. So it's like a chord, but it's a chord that goes through the center. So that would be diameter AB. It could be AOB, but it doesn't matter. You can reverse them. And then the last word we have is circumference. Circumference is a big one, and it's hard for me to draw. A circumference is the distance all the way around the circle. That's the circumference, if you measure the distance all the way around the circle. And you're going to learn how to measure those later on. Now, the other thing you need to know about a circle, first of all, I forgot to tell you, that circle was called circle O because you name a circle by its center point. So, if I drew some crisscrosses here, and let's pretend my lines are real straight and these are right angles. If they are, then I have 90, 90, 90, and 90. 90 times 4 is 360 degrees. That is the measure of all the central angles of a circle added together, 360 degrees. It's always 360 degrees. So if you look at an example here, we know that this angle right here is 140 degrees. We know this angle right here is 80 degrees. We don't know what this one is, but we can find this one because we know the whole thing has to be 360. So 140 plus 80 makes 220. And now the whole circle is 360. So 360 minus 220 would give us 140. So the measure of that last angle that we don't know the measure of is 140 degrees. Add them all up and they have to equal 360 degrees.